Let me show you what's going on right now. This is what's left of a candlelight vigil. There's some chanting going on. A few hundred people are left here, though. Just about 20-30 minutes ago, this place was packed with more than 1,000. It got out of control, and let me show you why. It's what you talked about. You look over there on the ICE detention center property. There were a couple hundred protesters there. They pulled down the American flag and the Colorado state flag, and instead they raised the Mexican flag, an upside-down American thin blue line flag, and another flag that we can't tell you about the words that are on it because they're quite derogatory. As is going on, the organizers came out here and said that Aurora police were going to shut this down. This got a lot of people to leave here, but almost immediately after that, we heard back from police and said, no, they were not going to. This is a permitted and legal event that despite a few people, a few hundred of them going over there and getting on ICE property. That, by the way, is illegal tonight. Of course, all of this is happening less than 48 hours away from those nationwide ICE arrests that are set to start, potentially some here in Denver. So tonight we're separating the fear that a lot of people have about those from the facts.
Their message is loud and clear. They want ICE abolished. This group of a few hundred people is protesting and letting Denver know they support the nearly 55,000 immigrants who are living in the city illegally and are concerned because of what President Trump officially announced today about a targeted ICE operation.
Starts on Sunday, and they're going to take people out, and they're going to bring them back to their countries.
President Trump says ICE agents will specifically target criminals and those who have been ordered by a court to leave the United States. This could amount to about 2,000 immigrants nationwide and potentially some in Denver.
We do not cooperate with ICE. As my grandma Dolores would say, this ass-backwards policy of the White House is taking us backwards.
That's why Mayor Michael Hancock is gathering city leaders to talk about how Denver is responding to the ICE operation.
One of the concerns is even if they're at the door for one individual, they may take into custody anyone else there that they suspect of being undocumented. And that is the concern that families have.
ICE has not said if that'll happen with the weekend arrests, but in case it does, the city of Denver says it's ready to help with an immigrant defense fund that includes $300,000 of city money. Plus, the city has been working with families that could be targeted to make sure children stay safe.
See if they'll sign documents, guardianship documents, make sure their relatives or friends who are ready to help out.
Meanwhile, Denver police promise they will not take part in the ICE arrests and never ask anyone about immigration status, including criminals they arrest.
We absolutely want to hold criminals accountable for their crimes, and that's our focus.
Officers typically get about a 10-minute heads up from ICE agents before they make arrests. Arrests that Senator Cory Gardner, a Republican, has this to say about.
The law is the law. What we need is an ability to find a way to reform the laws to make sure that they work for everyone. We have secure borders and that we find ways to get people in this country legally.
Until that happens, protests like these will probably continue with plenty of people trying to send a message from Colorado all the way to the U.S. Capitol.
And it now looks like the protest and the vigil outside the ICE detention facility is wrapping up. Most of the people are leaving. Again, I want to emphasize, Aurora police said this is a legal and a permitted event. They've had a number of officers in this area blocking off the streets, as was set to happen. One thing you should know about the arrests that are set to happen this weekend, ICE has a written policy that says it does not arrest people who are here illegally at big public events like this, at church.